I was thinking about our younger brothers that's out there yet. Some of them, many of them are coming back playing the drum again. Some of the real young people are singing the old songs out there. Way different from even 5 years ago. They're coming back. And some of our brothers, younger brothers, they're mixed up. They're having trouble because not everything is healing there yet. And I was thinking, I don't know if you guys would want to do anything like this, but some of the best, when we look at the real young ones, like we're their elders in a sense, they kind of listen to us a little bit. And I was thinking maybe if you're willing, like in this circle, if we could maybe have some of you say something to our younger brothers, the ones that's out there, because some of them, they might listen, because the Indians listen to Indians easiest. And I think that some of these things, like just saying no, and I never did understand that for sure. I know it got popular and everything, but I didn't. The work we do with the native kids, that don't mean a whole lot, what that is. So I was thinking if we make maybe a little talking circle. And some of you, if you have something that you would say to the younger brothers, the ones that's out there, then we would take that to them. If there's something, maybe something like, because sometimes we don't think of, it's like the wizard, we're wizards to some of them. And sometimes, most people in the Indian community, they don't need a sermon, they need a nudge. Have you ever noticed that? You don't need a big, long plan, just a little push, and then we take off. We just got to kind of nudge one another. So I was wondering if any of you wanted, let's just say that it was your last day on the earth and you wanted to tell one of our younger brothers out there something, what would you tell them? What would be your message to them? Is there something that you'd want to say to them? And that if you did, then we will take that message to them. So maybe we can just close this circle. Move our chairs in a little bit and close this circle. Resentment lighter. I hate that little button on there. So if I'll just go around, anybody who wants to say something, then just take the feather. This feather helps us. This feather, by the way, has been held thousands of Indian people in talking circles like this have held this feather. Many things are in it. A lot of joy, a lot of tears, a lot of healing. It's been held in wiping the tears ceremonies, in many ceremonies like that. So I'll just start in the east here, and then just if anybody wants to say anything, then they can.
young brothers out there who view this video, prison's no place to be. Drug and alcohol and spray paint and marijuana muddles up your mind to where you can't think straight and follow a straight path. The grandfather, creator, Papa Buhatse, is always with us. He's always trying to show us the right way. And if you listen with your heart, and the peoples that bring into your life, he'll show you a straight path on a good road. And all I can say is that you listen with your heart to your Creator, and may He always be with you. Oyens naman.
I'd like to say out there to all the young brothers that what the best thing they could probably do is follow their heart. They know what's right and wrong and try to, do the right thing. Stay in school, try to get an education, because with education comes power. And, this is no place for anybody to be. And that's the best thing they could do. Hope.
I'd like to say that most of the younger people are losing touch with their cultures and things like that. Like me, I never really knew my culture or nothing, except for this past about a year since I was out. A year before I was in, I started realizing about my culture because I didn't really care for powwows or nothing because I never even went to them. And while I was out, I was seeing a girl, and she was really into this stuff, and she started showing me the ways and what different things meant, and I just find it more fascinating, and that it's teaching me a lot about what I am and stuff like that. I just wanted the younger people to sort of look towards that way because it's kind of helping me too right now.
I like to acknowledge what my brother said here about our culture is the key to staying on a good path. And if you're off track, you probably know it in your heart right now that you're not on the right road. And I like to say something to the breeds out there, our little brothers that are a quarter and an eighth, 3/8, half. Doesn't matter what you look like. You're either Indian or you're not in your heart. Follow your heart, walk that way. Our elders have answers and keys. If you're following a power from a place like this, you're following the wrong power. I know that, and all my brothers in here know that this is no place to be. This kind of place here wasn't meant for an Indian or any of our other brothers from the other colors. This is not a good place.
I think the most important thing I can do is learn from the mistakes I've made so I'm not destined to repeat them. If I can do that, then everything I've done in the past doesn't go to waste.
Oh,
First of all, I'd like to thank you, Grandfather, for allowing me to be here. Also, for allowing the gentlemen to come in and share their knowledge with us. It's been very beneficial for us all. And I'd like to pray for my brothers and my sisters as well, because we know alcohol does not discriminate over anything. And that if you're watching this program, take it all, listen and learn as much as you can. Because as my brother said, this is no game, You have to make the decision to do the right things with your life. But there is help out there. So keep an open mind, be strong. And remember, just unity is very important. I like to see all the colors come together, be strong. That's all I have to all my relations, I hope.
I just want to say, I thought this program was a very good program, and it's helped me to understand myself even more. And I just want to tell the brothers out there and tell them that believe in yourself and do what's right, and believe in your family and your elders, and because that's all you have when it comes down to it. And just be strong for yourself. And I'd like to thank Don and Richard for coming here and sharing with us. And like I said, it's helped me a lot to understand some things about myself. And I pray for all the brothers out there and my brothers in here. And I hope eventually everything works out for everyone. Thank you.
Yes, I've talked to the younger brothers, the ones that are going to be seeing this video, or come across it. I hope they don't have to come across this, You people, your younger brothers, and even the younger ones, the women, the females out there, you are the new generation that's going to be following us. You have to stop and think when to go ahead not to take this alcohol or this drugs, or like my brother said, the spray paint. You're going to have to decide and choose within yourself not to do it, just to stay away from it, to say no. A long time ago, the people used to tell me, the older people used to tell me, don't be listening to anything that's going to, get you in trouble and involved with all these things. But if you keep, on and to follow these ones that are always doing this stuff, skipping school and all things like that, or drinking on Fridays or every night, you will find yourself away from home. Man, when I was growing up, and things like that, I never really liked to stay away from home. Now the white man's gonna be going in front of the judge one of these times if you keep on doing this stuff, and you're gonna find yourself away from home for a long time. It's powwow time, summertime out here. There's a lot of fun going on out there. You don't need to have that 12-ounce can, that 40-ounce bottle, the paint in the rag in the bag to go out there to have fun. You need to keep straight so you can be out there all the time. Because I always told myself I'd rather be free out there and to travel and be the part of outside. You're gonna have to stop somewhere. Just can't keep on going doing these things. It's gonna be right here behind the fence, behind the walls. And you're gonna be wondering to yourself, telling yourself, I never should have done it, and it's too late then. But there's a little part here, I know someone in my younger people is going to see it from back home. I want to say to the people, the younger children, people back home, just don't do it no more, Just don't think about it. Listen to your people, older people, the cultural ones' ways, people that sing the songs, the people that dance these dances at these powwows. There's a lot of good in them. It's not just, something that they're just putting up to show. It's a lot of meaning. A lot of meaning in the sun dances and everything. And all the things that we use, our people, Native Americans. We gotta be proud to be this. Always am. I always was. You always will be too, if you keep on feeling good on the red road, the Indian road. And just hang in there and stay away from this stuff, and it won't bother you, and you won't have to be watching this video or so. That's all I have to say. Oh, grandfather.
To all my brothers out there locked up in the iron house, sisters, especially to the younger people, little brothers and sisters. And especially a big thanks to Don and Richard for showing us this program. If you happen to see this video, and see all us people in here where we're at, it's no fun place to be. That's all I got to tell you.
Well, to my younger brothers and sisters out there, and get off the winding path and follow the straight path. Keep a straight heart. I read a piece in my tribal paper that made me stop and think. He said, alcohol is a stain remover. It'll remove anything from your clothing. But if you use too much, it'll remove food from your table, remove clothes from your body, your friendship, and anything, your rugs, furniture, and your faith in your God, whatever it is. So that's what I'm saying, my young people. So,
I can relate to this video because it is another reminder to me that drugs and alcohol don't do me any good. And it's another lesson to me that to put away and hang on to it for future use. It relates to me a story of a young brave who was traveling, a very young brave, starting out on his own little path to see his own little world, to start it. He'd been taught a lot from his elders and his older brothers in his village that the path that he chooses was his own. And he'd been taught a lot as he grew up. And this brave went over this mountain. And as he went over the mountain, he went to the taller part of the mountain where there was snow. And he heard a rattle, a really faint rattle. And he looked around. And he saw a snake sitting there, trying to sun itself on a patch of snow. And he looked at that snake, and it was slowly trying to move, and it couldn't move because the snake was so cold. And so the brave got closer, and this snake says, "Brother, pick me up, take me down the mountain." And the brave looked at that snake and says, "No, you'll bite me." And the snake told that young man, "I won't bite you. I just need warmth. Carry me down the hill. I'll treat you good. I'll show you my power as I go." So the brave picked up the snake and put it under his arm, wrapped it up into a cloth and carried it down the mountain with him. And as he carried it, he could feel the power that the snake gave him. The power was brief, and because he could carry a snake that could hurt him. And he carried the snake down the hill, and he got to the bottom of the hill, and by then the snake was strong because it had warmed up. And the young man went to put the snake down in the grass, and the snake turned and bit him several times. And the young man said, "But you promised you wouldn't bite me. You promised." And the snake turned and told him and says, "You knew what I was when you picked me up." That's what drugs and alcohol are to us. We know what they are. We know what they can do. We've been taught this as we've been growing up. We've heard this from someone somewhere. We all can't say that we didn't know. We do know. And I picked up that snake once too often, and I've been bit, so I'm locked up for a while. I'm doing my best to change so I can get back to my family. And I hope you can take out of this video what we feel we're putting into it. Oh.
First, I would like to thank the brothers of this circle, Don, for allowing me to be a part of this. I'm a volunteer out here at this institution. And what I found is that by helping others and not expecting anything in return, I can start feeling good about Bob. And the thing is, that's all I ever wanted to do. I wanted to fit in. And I look back when I was real young, that's all I wanted to do too, was to fit in. I felt like I was an outcast. And so I wanted to feel good. And so through 30 years of thousands of rigs of dope, thousands of bottles, I tried to feel good. And I never got that feel good that I was looking for, and it was always short term because the next day I had to hustle to get more dope. But what I found out through Grandfather, the Sweat Lodge, through the help of my brothers here, is I found spirituality. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. And when I walk out of this institution, I really feel good about what I'm doing. And that's what this recovery program is all about. Thank you.
I'm Wayne, and I'm 34. Been doing life on the installment plan in here. I'm tired. Wherever you youngsters have been or are going, I've been. And this is where you end up. Too many times I've told God to get in the back seat. Can't do that anymore. Take some stock in your higher power. Lean on him. That's what he's for. Oh.
First off, I'd like to thank you all for letting me be part of this. And I guess all I can say is be true to your heart and good to your family because they know best. Home.
So it's hard to break up a circle, so maybe we can, could we have a song to sing?
Dedicate this song to whoever might watch these tapes.
Hey, via magana. Apa buatsi on mianga kan mi sundai kans. Zangus oyenan ini anda mokumbi anar sundai kans. Oyen tes ma van is der sundai kans. Oyen tes bagu pa bawi der sundai kans. De manar so den ne nar so wai pa der sundai kans. Oyen tes eka yui night tembo eka da vi yui night tembo. Kuji night tembo. Da vi do night tembo. Oyen snan mi sundai kans. Zangus tu mi wai mukant. Oyen so denen is up in the sans no mai wai mukant. Oyen sas wani nuna numa van die kans maar in buhen van maar in doe het van rapen van maar in doe van oyen stand we Sunday kans dan doe was on van die kans bohon Sunday kans oyen we den ne wipe ne doe tai won